Sir, you talked about that you are releasing India drone map tomorrow.
Right.
So how will this drone map help the industry?
Right. So, as you know, we released the liberalized drone rules on 25th of August. Now, as part of the rules, we are supposed to release India's airspace map within 30 days. Okay, those 30 days end tomorrow, 24th September. So, we are rule bound to release the airspace map. This airspace map will have India's entire airspace segregated into red, yellow, and green zones. So, basically, we'll mark red and yellow zones. Every other space which is not red or yellow will be default green. Now the benefit is that as per the rules, in the green zone up to 400 feet you don't need any permission, and in the 8 to 12 kilometer band from the airport up to 200 feet is also declared as a green zone. So that's the additional benefit we've got. So these are the areas in which you can fly any size of any drone without any permission. In the yellow zone you need ATC approval, and in the red zone you need central government approval. These are the no-go drone zones. So that's why this map is very important. Now this also ensures that anybody who wants to do even a commercial activity up to 400 feet in the green zone absolutely is free to do so. So this we feel will create a revolution, because almost 70 to 80% of the drone usage in India will be in the green zones, and it's completely freed up. So we are very, very excited, and we hope good things will come out of it.
And you said that it would be good for the agriculture. So any forecast on the number of drones that we would be requiring for the agriculture part?
Well, agriculture is one of the key focus areas of this government, and for drones we feel agriculture will be one of the biggest game changers, okay, both for drones and for agriculture. The reason being, in agriculture most of the requirements are only up to 20 or 30 feet, whether it's you're doing photography, aerial photography, or you're doing spraying. You have to basically, you're not supposed to go beyond 20, 30 or maybe even 50 feet. What the government has done is freed up to 400 feet. So that is one big advantage. The other important thing is that this whole manual spraying, we have a plan that we want to completely eradicate manual spraying by in another 5 years, because it's extremely unhealthy for our brothers and sisters in the village who actually have skin problems, breathing problems, eye problems using spraying when they spray very close to their body. And using a simple drone technology, you can actually do away with manual spraying. So this is just one use case in the agricultural area. You asked about numbers. Anybody who tells you a number will be off by at least 5 to 10 times. So I would not even hazard a guess. None of us have the mental ability to foresee what kind of demand is going to come from the agriculture side, and so we're going to play it by the year. Okay, so our role was to come up with a liberalized policy which makes rules and compliance very, very simple, to reduce the compliance burden. So we have taken out almost 20 or 25 forms that used to exist earlier. We have taken out 20 forms. There were 72 fee items. We have reduced that to just 4 fee items. Even the quantum of the fee, three categories are only 100 rupees, and they're valid for 10 years. Some are valid for entire life. Okay, and only the drone school license is for 1,000 rupees. Again, that is for 10 years. So effectively, the government has made it literally free in terms of the fees that you have to pay to the government, because we just want this technology to just spread like wildfire. Okay, and it can have just transformative uses across the sector. Now, I would also like to add that in the agricultural area, so agriculture is in the rural areas, there's another Swamitwa scheme which has been on for several months now, which again is another revolutionary activity through which we provide digital property rights to our rural brothers and sisters. So what happens is the local patwari actually marks a chune ki line, a white line around the properties based on land records, and then they radio the drone comes in, takes the aerial pictures of the different properties, then it goes into a data analytics, and the 4 corners or 5 or 6 corners of the property then are geotagged. So each corner gets the GPS coordinates to a very high level of accuracy, and then it goes into the official records, government records, and then a property card is issued. And the beauty of the property card is, even if you tear it off, it doesn't really matter, because now it's part of a like you dematerialize the shares Okay, it's a dematerialized property card. So even if you tear it off, it frankly doesn't make any difference because it's now linked to your Aadhaar. And anytime you go for a bank loan or a property issue of court purposes, or even if you want to break up the property and distribute it to your sons and daughters, you can do so without any physical paper. So that's another revolutionary application of the drones in our rural areas. So I think the rural landscape, many people feel that this drone technology, because it uses internet, mobile, and so many other applications, that this can be as transformative as the internet in the 80s and now the mobile phone revolution in the early 2000s. So we are very bullish about it.
One last question, sir. Are you also working on anti-drone policy? Because Amrinder Singh was talking about a lot of banned substance, arms and ammunitions are being shipped or being transported through drone.
Right.
And also a lot of refineries are in the border areas.
Right.
So are we looking at today also the Prime Minister is meeting US companies related to drones. So are you also working on, is the Ministry of Civil Aviation working on anti-drone policy so that they can destroy the drone before it hits the target?
Right. Like any technology, whether it's automobiles or mobile phones or internet, even a simple kitchen knife. A kitchen knife is used to make food. It can also be used to commit a crime. So one has to have that balance between growth and safety and security. So the way it's been designed under this government is that my ministry, which is Ministry of Civil Aviation, will focus primarily on the growth and the safety side. And security, national security are issues which will be handled by other competent ministries whose job it is to do that. What we do is we work very closely together. In fact, I'm just coming from a very important meeting where we are talking about a drone forensics unit to be set up in collaboration with other security agencies and certain other ministries. So the safeguards that we've kept is very simple, similar to what is there in the Motor Vehicles Act. So all drones have to be registered, like a car, irrespective of size. All drones, like even a scooter or a motorcycle or a moped, has to be registered. Similarly, all drones have to be registered, even if it's a nano drone, which is just about 50, 100, 250 grams. Number two, your Aadhaar and passport are mandatory. So anybody who flies a drone in India has to declare his Aadhaar and his passport, okay, on our Digital Sky platform. Then the security agencies and the state agencies, the state police agencies, because law and order is a state subject, their nodal officers have direct access to our database. Okay, so the Digital Sky database is open to the nodal officers of each of the law enforcement agencies. So they can do any amount of surveillance or forensics or investigation, and whatever be the decision. Suppose they say a certain party, a certain person is not a good boy or a good person, we can immediately cancel his whatever registrations or licenses that the person may have, and the law will take its own course. So drone rules have come in, but drone rules are in addition to India's existing rules. So we have various rules related to national security, criminal activities, carrying of explosives, privacy, anti-privacy laws, etc. So those laws run, and then we have the IPC and the CRPC. So I can't just use a drone to hurt someone and then say under the drone rules they don't talk anything about hurting someone. So hurting someone or causing any damage to life or property is already covered under various other IPC and CRPC rules. So those will apply. So if you ask, is the Ministry of Civil Aviation doing anything on the counter drones? No, we are just going by the instructions we've received from other ministries who's supposed to look after this. We collaborate with them, we pass on all the information that is required. We ask for information from the end users based on whatever inputs we get from the agencies. And then it is left to the agencies to come up with any counter drone activity, whether it's a soft kill, hard kill. They're working on it, and I'm sure very soon we'll come up with those technologies. Right now, there is no one-shoe-fit-all kind of a solution available for counter drones. It's an evolving field, and we are tracking the developments very closely in collaboration with global players also. And I'm sure very soon, every virus also creates an antivirus solution. Similarly, for every bad drone, we'll also come up with a counter drone technology.